Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. It may have been 24 hours for you, however, for yours truly, it has been 24 seconds. Let's get to it. I'm gonna play Standard Clan because I feel like the real thing that I want to be trying out a lot more that I haven't gotten to do a ton of because I've been playing a bunch of Exile is I want to try Reap, but it's really hard to play Reap in Exile. So we're gonna play default. We're gonna just play a little Reap action here. And let's get to it, shall we? You know, as I'm pumping these out, I'm just gonna play a little bit quicker because I don't want every episode to be an hour and a half of me just sitting here talking to you, as I've been saying. Probably gonna do one or two more of these. This video should be Wednesday. I might try and record through Friday. I'm not sure yet. Still got a bit of time. I got like 3 or 4 hours to go until the. No, I have 4 hours to go until the. No, 5 hours to go actually, because it's 6 p.m. Yeah. But regardless, I hope you're doing well today. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. Hope you're surviving in this new year. This is the day that I start my classes, actually. Oh, that's really close. I didn't like thinking about that. Well, anyway, let's begin. Don't forget to like the video, comment the video, subscribe the video. Let's get to it. We have Soulsucker Talos, Rage Fell, Sap Seraph, we have Echo Transfer, Energy Siphon, Force Contamination, we are default Wurmkin, default Stygian. There's something else in here that I want to play. Wurmkin has a card that is Extract 6, deals 666 damage, and I really want to play that with, like, I just want to play that and kill Divinity with it in like 4 turns, right? Because you play Force, what is it? It's like 5 spell weakness and he dies. He has 5,000 health, you probably need like 7 actually. Let me see, times 7 would be, so you need to be at 7 spell weakness. You need to be at, because that's 8 times powerful. So yeah, 7 spell weakness with that card and you just kill him. So that's what I want to do. We'll see if we can get it. First Hell Pact is really nice with this clan too. I'm a big fan of First Hell Pact with the Wurmkin spike. I think it's really strong. Encased Divinity was good, but I'm hoping to play towards this. I just had Encased Divinity, so I want to take Hell Pact. Nice, I want to play Decayer. That is exactly what I'm after. A little Reap action here. So I just commented about rationing scales, although I think the comment didn't get posted because internet or whatever. People have been pointing out to me. No, it says, okay, so the way that this reads, right? Before each battle, gain 2 gold per pyre health over 40 and set pyre health to 40. I think that something that people have been pointing out is this might set your pyre health to 40 if you're at 10, because it does say set pyre health to 40. So I'm going to give this a try, because when I read it like that, it's not so bad. And we're just going to try playing super aggressive so I take some damage and see if it just heals us to 40 or not. Because the initial look at this is, wow, this is really bad. But if this does heal you to 40, I guess it might be okay. I think it's still bad, but it might be okay. We will see. So we're gonna play Chef. We want to play in bottom floor, I think, so we can apply the Reap down here and then have it cook over time. I just have to deal with this enemy, which we deal with pretty well with Train Steward. Force Contamination I didn't even talk about. I don't like this card, but I haven't really played with it a ton. I'm gonna put one of these here. I'm gonna put Train Steward in front to block 11. And I'm gonna shard this man. And that should be fine. I hope I take a little bit of damage so we can see. I think I will. Yeah, I will. I'm gonna work on killing you. Because if we heal to 40, then this is nuts, right? We just take every trial in the early game and we don't care about our pyre health. In the late game, it starts to feel a lot worse, but in the early game, it's kind of nuts. This is not my favorite looking combat. I gotta say, I didn't get as many Inspire cards as I was hoping I would there. The Reap number being at 4 is a little concerning. Maybe I'm just gonna die actually, and we're not gonna know. 31. You have trample, so it's 6. You hit here, and then you hit again, so you get 2 hits. This will be worth 30 damage. And we're losing Losing 8, so it's a positive. Not quite 30. Maybe tried to do both of those. Maybe. Okay, so we're gonna see. If this sets us to 40, then this is pretty insane. It says before each battle, so we'll see when we get to the next spot. Bounding Echoes is probably what I want to take here. Being able to infuse a bunch of cards in hand is good. Shard Trap is also good because it's infused and it applies Reap. They're both solid. I'll take the Shard Trap over the Bounding Echoes then. I think it's a little better. Crystallis is probably what I want to grab. If the Energy Siphon was infused, I would take it. But we'll just go Crystallis here, most likely. Go with Energy Siphon. No discard for Crypt Builder. Lodestone Totem. Resolve, apply Sap 2 to enemy units. Not that good, but we could just take Lodestone Totem. I think that Lodestone Totem is a way to beat the last Divinity. Seems like it should do well. If we just make 2 of them with 50 health each and spam incants on them. We can maybe infuse something cool like an Armor Totem into one of them too. We'll see. We'll see what we see here. I want to go left. I want to go left here. Heartstones. So we want to put Heartstones. Because our champion is 3 space, we want to only have 2 Lodestone Totems, I'm thinking. And we don't want them to be big. And maybe I go up to 3 with an extra space. So we'll just grab 25 for it here. I think 25-10 even, but more health is a little better. We'll see. We'll think about it. I'm so sick of eggs. Get these things away from me. The Inspire +1/+1 seems fine to infuse onto the totem though, because in theory, our late game strategy is going to be I cycle like all 10 of these cards for free really quickly into Lodestone Totem to incant like mad. And in theory, this should be worth like 5 to 10 per round. 5 to 10 per round. I'm gonna grab it. And then Temple isn't till here. I want to duplicate here most likely. If I'm duplicating here, I should probably grab another buff then. Okay, so we're gonna be really high on Pact Shards here. But we're gonna go for it. I'm gonna reroll for 25. +3 attack per shard I think is acceptable as well. I'm just gonna take something, and if we have to, he just goes behind the champ. The 25 health difference shouldn't be that bad. And we're gonna sack Keeper of Echoes into Lodestone Totem. I guess he gets 5 health from that as well. Should be fine. Now we are in the danger zone here. We're in the danger zone, absolutely. And we're gonna be like, we're gonna probably have an extreme Talos, but this should be strong enough to beat Talos regardless. It's gonna be tough though. I guess I could just wait for Hellvent until later. We'll see what we're looking at here. It does set you to 40, okay. That is interesting. I think that the benefit of being able to heal to 40, like I probably could have taken this trial in hindsight. Should have taken this trial in hindsight, I should say. Oh, we play top 4s here now. This floor does no damage, but the enemies just die to the pyre is the strat. We have a bit of a conflicting strat here though, because we want Lodestone Totem at the top, but we want Chief at the bottom. It is interesting. And extinguish enemies that go to the pyre are going to hit it, but I guess heal to 40 is okay. Maybe that's good enough. I'll be on the fence for the rest of the run. I'll just continuously tell you I don't know. I need cards that, I really want the Wurmkin spike on this run. My runs have also had a lot of cards, like a lot more cards than they should have lately. Fine. 33 damage on that Reap is pretty good. That's a big man. Yeah, inspiring Reap like that is really strong. And that's gonna get to be stronger as we go further as well. Like, in theory, if I'm just pumping, if I'm pumping 10 spells a turn that have infused on them, we're probably gonna win this run. That's a big if, of course. I recognize that that's a big if. That's not necessarily something that's easy to do, but that's the line that we're going to play towards here. We're going to die, but then we're going to not die here. He's going to hit us. But again, as long as we don't die, it doesn't matter, because rationing skills heals us to 40. I probably could have gotten away with the trial in hindsight. It's a really interesting starting relic, then. Huh. A really, really interesting one. I'm gonna grab Bounding Echoes here because it's infused. And I think I don't click on this card. Even though it's infused, since it discards, it's negative in terms of number of cards potentially played. Oh, we get Malika. Oh no, we get the Divinity Relic here. Have I read this one? I'll read it for you again. Because I also love this one. No surprise. All of these like lore events that have been added in, insanely good. You sense an overwhelming presence pulse through, like a booming power stretching through all of existence. The understanding eludes me for why one with such little power as yourself continues to fight for a world that has already been condemned to die. Divinities created this world, not for you, never for you, but for us. It was a game for the child to judge souls as good or evil. We did not care for this lowly play, but the creation of this world took less than a breath. Time was my domain, and life was the mother's. Divine presence vanishes, some lingering power left behind. If you haven't seen this, we get one combat with a super upgraded, like a doubly effective relic, basically. The best one is Divine Wingsteel. Can you imagine? Like, what a busted relic, right? Draw 2 when you play your third card? Ooh, buddy. Imagine that. I like the advanced prototype, honestly. Just 4 damage shield train stewards that can absolutely clap through the next combat. The real question here is, because of this, do I just run it into Talos at extreme threat? Yes. I'm gonna push the threat level early. I'm gonna push it like crazy here. We're gonna go up to 70. I should not do this, but Wingsteel is a really good payout for that. And then I have already put an Essence in. Guard of the Unnamed wouldn't have been a bad one. But I'm good. I could maybe even just get rid of my champion on this run and just play Stygian units only. Have these changed? I don't think these have changed. I mean, they changed recently, but not so much so. I wonder if maybe I take the Broken Shards? Let me try this, actually. It's probably bad, but what if I take Weathered Cold Stones and I try to use it to just heal up for rationing scales to give me money? In theory, it could be good. It's probably awful, but it could be good. Now, this extreme threat, Talos, is going to be a little bit rough, I think. I think that this one's going to be a little tough. But we're going to give it a whirl. Hey, why does she have Sap too? That seems odd to me that she has Sap too. I guess maybe it's just like part of the enhancement. She's going to become more powerful as time goes on. Also, this is the Dazed Talos, which I don't care too much about. I did the one thing I had to do here, which was not draw both of my units on turn 1. And victory is ours. Well, next turn we should see that victory is ours anyway. Because there's not a whole lot they can do against this, I don't think. The double sap is just going to put them away. And then we make sure we play Vengeful Shards to heal. These are actually going to be a pretty good amount of money over the course of the run. It seems like to me, anyway. Yeah. It's like the most important cards are Shardeds now. I don't care about anything else. Or just like anything that's infused, I guess I should say. What an unfortunate name. What an unlucky naming turn there. Infusing the Vengeful Shards is so good here. That is very, very nice. The infused Train Steward artifact didn't even matter to me here too much. Or rather, the upgraded Train Stewards didn't matter to me too much, I should say. It's a shame. But it also doesn't matter a whole lot. just heal. And Echo Transfer is pretty worth it, it feels like, to me as well. Oh, they just kill her? Wow, that's fucking insane. Wow. Wow. I guess they are doing 90 per round for 4 rounds. So this relic just lets you, like, free win this combat if you get it. Talos just dies here. And we're gonna gain 22 gold from this. You get the gold at the start of the combat though, not the end, which is a shame. Like the Stygian is good here. We have X+3. I don't think I want to take any more units. I think that we have a pretty solid line here, and we just follow it through. We take draw, we take cost downs on all of our infused cards, and we remove cards that don't say infused, is my plan. I'm gonna go ahead and go left here. This is just money, this is 40 gold. And we're gonna get a lot of money from this, I guess. We are gonna gain like 100 something money from rationing scales, but we are also going to 40, so it is hard to say. Is it good or not? Force Contamination goes first, this card is unplayable. Other than that, I'm gonna start taking out Train Stewards, I think, because nothing else is not infused. I guess Echo Transfer, but Echo Transfer is better than Train Steward. I'll probably move out a shard or two as well. Because we are going to be very rich. That is the big takeaway from this. We're going to be rich. We're going to take -1s on every magic shop. We go to every magic shop we see and we take as many -1s as possible. We take as much draw as we can get our hands on, and we just cycle through our spells super quickly. That's the plan. I'm not going to go to 80 here. I'm not doing any more infusions. I'm not going to duplicate either. I think that I'm just going to take whatever spells. We'll go to 85 and then we'll take a 15 somewhere. Maybe I just take this money. But then I can't take the relic. If I take this money, I don't take the relic, right? Because I can't make... There's no 5 on the Divine Boons. So I just take a 15 stone from one of these temples along the way. And that's okay. Okay, fine. Down to go to Kair all the way. Yeah, we gained a good chunk of money from that. If there's a combat that I want to stop and think about, it is a haste combat. If I were full on health, I would take this, but because I am not... Like, if I had 100 health, I would take this without much issue. I think that we might risk taking a bit here. I'm gonna roll for it. I'm gonna take the shot. As long as we don't die, it's a pure positive, right? That's the whole takeaway. Now, there is an enemy on this floor that does just straight up kill me. And I lost space top floor. Okay, it's doomed. We're dead. My shard did hit me. Wowie. That's really bad. Because I cannot sap this enemy down very much at all. It's just gonna punch right through me here, it looks like. Maybe we're hanging in there. I shouldn't have taken it. I shouldn't have taken the trial. I should have thought about the part where I'm just gonna lose off of this. I just have to cycle back to the other totem really quickly is all. Might do less damage for doing that. I have to get to the other totem, like, now-ish. We got the energy siphon. Plus the Crystallis, maybe we can hang in there. Order, by the way. Order. 23 damage coming at you. I think I play the spike last. I put the spike on this guy, though. Yeah. Take another Echo. I spike this man. I just need to draw totem this turn. Okay. It looks bad. It looks really bad. And by it looks bad, I mean I think I'm just dead. And by think, I mean I am just dead, indeed. So the trial seems to have been a bad idea. The haste combat plus space loss top floor is the eternal struggle. I kind of want to play this combat again. I'm gonna play it again because I think that we can take a learning experience from this. And I'm also like, this is the first good Reap run I've had, and it's been ruined by me. Why would I take this trial? I wanted the money. I got too greedy. But what I want to try here instead is I want to try playing Lodestone Totem here. I think I want to try playing mid-floor instead. I guess I am just going to die if I do that, is the big issue I can foresee. But let me just try it. I think that this combat might be unwinnable. But my thinking was, what if I just Lodestone? Like, what? I die to this turn. Like, they kill me, right? 100% I die. Yeah. Why would I do this? Tell me, why would you do this? What were you thinking? You weren't. That's what you were thinking. You weren't thinking. I can maybe survive, but I can't kill this enemy as well, right? Or in other words, I can survive, but I can't play this Lodestone Totem. This run was gonna be so cool, man. I'm so mad at myself for throwing this away. It's the rationing scales, though, because I thought about this line the first time through, but I was like, oh, this enemy's just gonna kill me, isn't it? If I had 100-something health, I could survive this, but it's not worth it, right? Because I gain more money than I miss on the trial. Sad. It's really the space loss, though. Without the space loss, we would have also been fine, because I just play the totem and these 2 cards, these 3 cards, and then we stabilize from there. But the space loss plus the haste is just too much to survive, I think. Well, let's follow it through to its logical end, anyway. I mean, there's no way, right? Even if I have to play the totem like this, maybe. But no, there's no way. I'm just dead for sure. Oh God. I'm gonna be honest with you. Even just that situation though, where I had to skip that trial that I could have probably taken without rationing scales. Even that situation, it's just like, I don't think I like rationing scales. It feels bad to me. Like I get it. The upside of the early game is cool, but the downside of the rest of the game, I just do not like. Because when you're trading away 80 health like that, it doesn't feel good. I'm also like taking shards for fun to try and get more money. I don't think it's good. It's cool, but like healing to 40, I don't think it's good. You should be full health always. I feel like it's better because then you can just take trials like that without fear. But I don't know. I'll maybe try it again later. Like when the DLC releases. Explosive Sigil Daedalus, Rage Fell, Sap Seraph, Shelter Titan's Gratitude, Total Recall. Don't get me wrong, right? I could have survived if I didn't do that trial also. At least we get to play the Decayer with the Reap Relic. I'm gonna take the money here. I think that we're strong enough to take the money. Also a good idea is not to be at 70 pack shards going into combat 4, I would say, and then clicking on a trial. It's just a little over the top, you know. It's like, it's fine. It's not a loss that's like, oh wow, you idiot, how could you do this, right? Because it's like, you know, you gotta push it, right? You gotta push it and see how much is too much you can do. Even without the rationing scales, I think that was too much. When you're at 70 shards, you probably just don't click trials unless it's something that is absolutely unimpactful. Like, extra damage on enemies is rough, because apparently the enhanced 9-2s just come with multi-strike. Today I learned. I really want to get these guys out of my deck. I like that event that lets me purge my units. It feels really good. Total Recall doesn't feel that great here. I guess it's nice. I kind of wish that it came with some sort of benefit on top of just being extra, like the fact that those cards consume. It's a card that's more for exile Wurmkin. I wish that there was some application for it in this plan, though. Maybe there is. God, Shelter's gonna be great on this run. Excuse me. I think that I just let the Reap handle you here. He has the lifesteal, which is why he's living, and also this board does very small damage. So we let the Reap handle this. I'm greeting like crazy on the Pyre health, and I should have just played the Frozen Lance, but I took 6 instead of 3. I should have done the math, but I was lazy. It's fine. 6 versus 3 is not a big deal. I think I like... I don't think I like any of these, honestly. Bogfly maybe, but... I want something a little better than Bogfly to go with the Reap Chief. Proclamation's okay, but when it's not infused, like, we want to make sure that our... I don't want to extract too much, basically. Could maybe take Bogfly for the Essence. Talos Mage gives magic power. Frenzied Swarm is nuts. I gotta say, on the list of things that survive the Divinity, Holdover Frenzied Swarm is one of them. This is a card that can be your survival plan in its entirety, and I like it. Oh my god, it's Glug Cider. It's the boy! How can I not click on my man? How do I not click on him here? I was worried I wasn't gonna see him again. I have to take him. I'm gonna go left here. We're gonna go to 25 at this horde, and I'm probably gonna avoid the temple. Multi-strike seems good or bad depending on what's in here. Multi-strike seems bad. Like, a lot of the uncommons... Oh, sorry, I need my desk repositioning. A lot of the uncommons are bad in Wurmkin, I feel like. Like, they are just not something that I like too much. I'm not a huge fan of either of these here. Maybe I'd take Kinhost Carapace just because I need something to go with Chef, but... Nah, I'm gonna skip it. Maybe I should have taken the Inspire guy and given him multi-strike and seen how it felt. Got Refracting Lenses there. So I have no idea what you give Glug Cider. He doesn't need anything. Extra health, I guess, but it's such a drop in the bucket. I wish I could fit him with my Chief. That would be a good looking floor. But he goes on his own for sure. And he's gonna be not a unit that we play for a while, so it's all Chief. You know what, maybe I should do this. I think I should do this. Because this is a threat level orange combat. We get a little stronger. Oh good, it's haste. I have Frozen Lance. Extra attack doesn't worry me too much here. And unit drafts are important. I need something good for infusion somewhere along the line. Right, so Glug never gets played on these early turns. No chance. Chef goes and chills on his own. Or rather, on these early combats. He gets played next time around. I just fill up this bottom floor for him. That's all. And once he's drawn, he goes flying in there. I don't have enough energy right now to play all my cards that I want. I think I want to play Sharded up here. I want to shard this guy away. I missed the collector, but that's okay. Total Recall is good because it heals for... It sets us up to heal anyway. And I want to get to 4 down here. Oh wait, there's no chance that I get Glug down though. It's impossible. What a shame. Might just lose again, which would be very odd. It would feel very strange if I just died here, I think. Maybe if I had set up on this floor, I could have played Glug, but I didn't even draw him, so it doesn't matter. I guess I do need to be playing my Chief bottom floor. I'm gonna replay this combat. Yeah, I'm gonna replay this. Even though we live it, I want to replay this just because I want to see if it's better to play bottom floor. But then if it's wrong, I'm just going to have to play it a 3rd time. But you know, you can just kind of... It's a video, you can fast forward this part if you don't want to see this combat again. I feel like there's not a great chance of his survival down here. But maybe it's okay. And then we can farm up Glug for the top floor. But the space loss makes it really hard to see him surviving this turn at all, right? No, he's just dead as hell. Yeah, he just dies. Okay. So I wasn't wrong in my assessment that I couldn't play him bottom floor. Because he does just get killed. And then we're betting it all on being able to fill in the top 4 with Glug. But I really can't, because I'm not even going to be able to play 4 cards up here. Okay, so this isn't a combat where you live by a lot. This is a combat where you live by a little. Is what it looks like to me. Let's see. Or maybe you just don't live at all. Also possible. You have to draw them on this turn. And you do. But like, it's not... Oh, he ate all of the fucking Reap shards! Ah, I didn't have another one! Okay. I was like, huh, wait a minute. Why isn't he dying? Okay. One more time. Now that I understand. That trial means you can't play bottom 4. It's like, well, yeah, duh, but again. We could get away with it if it weren't for the insane enemies, you know? We'll go through this one pretty quick here. There's a lot to learn in the new champion. Like, in the new content, you know? There's a whole lot here to learn. So it's worth it to just sit down and take the time, I feel like. I should put the Train Steward up here. I take the 5 damage to Pyre, but I think it's better to be saving health on the Chef anyway. You know what I'm really feeling about with Wurmkin? I'm feeling like it really sucks to fight haste combats with these guys. I'm not enjoying these haste combats very much, I gotta say. I feel like especially if you're playing Reap, enemies being able to skip floors feels pretty rough. 4 shelter. I'm just gonna take more damage on the boss here. And then we go maximize this shit. And it's fine, we take like 21, but you survive it. I wanted to see if you could get away with playing in bottom 4 there. You can't, it's way too much damage. The big thing, the really big thing that you have to keep in mind is when you have higher shards, like anything above the light yellow, you're just gonna see a random backline with multi-strike that just starts ripping you up, I feel like. I'm not gonna take anything that isn't infused, but I don't want to take Bogfly here. I will take Energy Siphon, it's infused. And First of Kin. I don't think so with First of Kin here. I don't think so. I guess I could take the... I want to take a unit here, so I think I take Shard Soul Carver. I want another unit just so I have a chance of playing Glug Cider here. Oh, but I can't play that guy because he's 3 space! Ah, God. I can't remember the fact that that man is 3 space because every time I think that I just go, why on earth would he be 3 space though? A lot of the units just feel super awkward like this one. This man being 3 space is super strange. It's in the temple first. What do you got for me? Purge Stone. Okay. I want to take Frenzied Swarm to 0, and then I'm looking for a holdover for it, of course. We're following the same line we did in the last iteration of this run, but this time I'm just going to live instead of dying. I'm going to make one of these consume for refracting lenses. Just checking. Something else that's good is double stacking Shelter here isn't bad. But I'm looking for holdover so that I don't need that. We didn't hit, but we're just gonna take some -1s anyway. Same strategy, different day. I guess it's a little harder though because we don't have the Incant Totem, huh? That being able to take Petrified Skull and just target down an enemy with 290 health is a little more valuable now. Most Blessed Sword is good too because it just wipes all of those Giga Stack backliners, but I think this is better. Let's hit it, Daedalus. Let's hit it. It's a 2-threat Daedalus. You have to be, I think a lot of the skill cap in this is going to be gauging how many pack shards you can take when. Draw, by the way. No, this is wrong. I'm just gonna reset it right away, because it's wrong. I gotta stop. I'm just like, I'm autopilot habiting here. It's just a habit, right? Force a habit. Play my champion top 4. That's where he goes, right? No. I just, the walkthrough, I'll walk you through it. Well, I can't play him bottom 4 because he'll die. I can't play him mid 4 because I lost space, so I gotta play him top 4. You actually play him mid 4 here. Absolutely. I don't even have to go through the combat to go, oh, well now I know, because I can tell you for sure you play him mid 4 here. And then the win here is just in Daedalus coming mid 4 and getting reaped up a little bit. Yeah, like that basically. We just do this to him. And he just takes 54 on that turn. Top 4 boy is gonna be a little lonely. And there's a bit of damage coming in here. I'm gonna focus a little bit on this. Not a ton though. I want to inspire at least once. Yeah, it's a lot. I'm gonna put a little more damage on Daedalus. I think we just stack Reap wherever possible. Damage onto the boy here is going to happen regardless. What do you got for me, Total Recall? These are okay. I can do like a little bit of Reaping here. I think I need to play. I think I need to focus on my chef though. Although we're about to enter. We're about to enter Relentless, yeah. Guess I could go up to 4 down here in case I draw Glug. I'm not worried about my Pyre health all that much. I should just focus on killing Daedalus, I think, here. It also is good for the Pyre health, I suppose, and I'm pretty sure that just stacking Reap is fine to kill Daedalus. And he survives because we drew into shelter anyway. There is no justice. Yeah. I'm like, refracting lenses is just nuts. Not a big surprise, I'm sure. But refracting lenses is putting it down here. I'm gonna go ahead and minimize damage here a little bit now. I wish we're gonna be a lot better off with Glug once we get beyond this combat. Which maybe doesn't happen, I guess. It's possible that I'm dying here. I don't think I should be. Mmm. 2 damage off, huh? I'm not dying, but I'm taking 10. But we also healed for a ton. I think we came in at this health point. Yeah, we just took a bunch of damage, but it didn't matter. Situation going on. Symphony of the Soul is a fun one, but I don't really have anything to double. That's interesting here. I'm okay without it. Echoes of the Past is probably what I want to take, but it does clear my shards, right? Yeah, probably just go Ancient Synergy then. I'll take the good card. Symphony of the Soul is fun, but I don't want to be clearing my echoes. I'm just going to grab Ancient Synergy. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't have a clue what my game plan is. Not even a little bit. I think I'm skipping these. I don't think I want Bog Chrysalis. I don't think I want the effect of it. I don't want these guys' effect. I'm just gonna skip. I have no idea what I'm planning here. What am I taking? Probably draw so that we can make Glug a little better. Yeah. I think that's the way to go. Just keep forcing Reap until they make me win with it. I'm gonna go left. I want to remove. I've been not valuing removal very highly. It's not that. I've been playing in such a way where I just take a bunch of the new cards and mess around with them. I should have seen a Stygian unit on this run. Oh well. I should have gone to 1 Stygian banner at least, but alas, I did not. It is possible that the Decayer can just solo this with this effect though, like it is really strong. If I get the Frenzied Swarm out, like I'm planning, I think that this is really good. I'm not worried about Spike's Trial here. God, the only reason that you are in this deck is to be drawn first. Just one time, I need you to do your goddamn job. You dumb idiot. Just get drawn before Glug one time. Worthless. I'm gonna eat it a bit on this enemy. I'm just gonna eat it in general. I actually have no idea how to play this champion. This is what I'm realizing on this combat right now. I have no idea what I'm doing. Because, like, it feels like he should go bottom floor, but he needs a tank? It doesn't seem like he should need a tank because he has a lot of high health and low attack, but he needs something to frontline for him, I think. Or else this shit happens. And now I'm like, can't play Ancient Synergy here. I just work you down. And I want to fill this floor up, actually, for Glug. He's gonna go mid-floor, and it's fine. Yeah, we fill up this floor. I'll draw him. Not you. I didn't even play the Shard Soul Carver, I was so angry. But I'll draw him. My man wouldn't leave me hanging here. I know it. I know he wouldn't. Glug wouldn't do me like that. There he is. There's the boy. And this time I get to put some frozen lances out. Okay. This is gonna take a minute. That's 129 Reap that got applied. Okay. Yeah, I like Glug Cider a bit. 792 on that turn, by the way. Bog Slime is pretty nice. More Echoes seems good. Soul Cripple is what I would like to see here to help with bosses. Very nice. A little extra Reap Infusion seems good. And Cuddle Hex just gives us effect, and it's because you just get the whole unit. I don't want it though. Okay, we get a Malika. Oh no, we get Hope for Peace, of course. Forgot about Hope for Peace coming up. Okay, what are we looking at in the rest here? So we have to be or it's probably going to be pretty easy to get there. We can do 25 at this temple, 25 at this temple. I guess I just do 25 at each temple, actually, as I look at it now. Look for Holdover. Take both of the spells in here. Hell's Banners is probably better than Concussive Coals. I really think that this run looks like it could make it. I just need Holdover. And I think we can win this. I'm gonna focus on the Frozen Lances right now. Or I should do the Reap cards, actually. The Shardeds. What is this? I'm not gonna bother with double stacking anything here. Not even this. I could do it on Sharded, I guess, but I'm gonna skip. I have to go to every one of these and find Holdover. Somewhere along the line. I'll do this, it's fine. I have the money. I'm gonna also buy some Purges here. Clear out Train Stewards, clear out cards that aren't infused. Builder Recall is okay because it heals us for a lot, so I'll just hold here for now. And then I buy 2 of these. Maybe a Purge Stone would be nice. Brew Stone, Value Stone. Value Stone on Ancient Synergy is nuts. I think that I like just putting both of these on Ancient Synergy, actually. 50 damage piercing 3 times for 1 energy seems good. And we're just gonna dance right on the yellow to orange line. And we'll go... I'm just gonna hit every magic shop I can until I see Holdover. We're gonna go to 7 draw. Or I'm gonna die here. That might happen too. Invasion Trial shouldn't hurt that much because my champion shouldn't die from it. It's only gonna be 6 damage. Well, plus 8 damage, I guess. It's like, you have 1 job, dude. What are you even in this run for? What are you even doing here? I don't even know why do I even bother with you? Get out of my office. It's tough. I want to reap this 4. And then I just play this. And he takes nothing. That's fine. 6 to Pyre is cool. I'm removing you. You're fucking dead to me, dude. You are dead to me. Don't come in tomorrow. I never want to see you again. Yeah, I'm gonna focus on filling out shards on these 4 so I can put Glug wherever. I'm not even gonna bother with Shard Soul Carver again. Putting Consume on this is probably not a good play. I'll keep the Frenzied Swarm for now. Just kind of stand there and look at each other for a second. No one does anything. You hit, it bounces off, you full heals. I hear you, buddy. I actually think it's not bad to have that guy go up, because I want to play stuff on him to fill out the shards. I guess I can just play the shards out this way, though. Probably better just to kill him, yeah. We just kill our enemies with spells and reaps. I'm gonna work on the big man here. A little bit, at least. Yeah, the infusions are enough. We hold over days so that the damage output isn't a problem. I just kill her. He half-healths her and eats all her stealth. Nice stealth, idiot. I mean, if we get him down on bottom floor for bosses right before they enter, it's kind of nuts. But this is the full commit reap that I've dreamed of. And perhaps it will be good enough. Soul Siphon just insta-fills a 4 for Glug Cider if I draw it turn 1. I think that this is really good because if I can hit an intrinsic stone on it, it's nuts. Wow, I might unironically click on Glacial Seal. Just to put it on the floor with my champion. Incant Frostbite 2 seems bad. Seems bad. Preserve is okay, but I'm gonna skip. We're gonna take this deck down in spells. Maybe Preserve is worth it. It's a 0-cost spell that was infused. I should have taken it. I should have. Too bad. I'm gonna keep doing Shardeds first. Frozen Lances, whatever. Put +10s on Frozen Lances, though, that are at 0 already. Permafrost. Petrified Skull is good. Hold this until we see a big, scary enemy. You're gonna have to show me holdover, you dumb bitch. You're gonna have to. You don't have a choice. It's in the law. You, get out. Out, I say. Leave me. Ah, for the greater good sounds good. We had this on yesterday's episode, so I won't read this out again. I kind of want to do upgrade a unit, because I don't know what it is yet. Oh. Oh. I guess I'll take Sapstone. These don't seem great. I mean, Sunderstone on a unit that multi-strikes could be pretty cool, right? Effectively, first hit, second hit for double effectiveness, but neither of my units make good use of this. And by neither, I mean Glug Cider doesn't make a good use of this. I wonder if the other winged event is gone in the DLC. That would be really interesting. I'll be taking both of these because I gotta go to 75 here. Guess I just make Titan's Gratitude do 275 and it's okay. Take that to Piercing. And I can go to 90 and then just go to 100 at Seraph instead of going to 100 right before floor 7. Assuming we make it through Fel here anyway, it's gonna be a tight one. But we'll see. We'll see. If I ever get to play him turn 1, it's gonna be so good. I hope it's gonna be like half as good as I want it to be. pretty sure that no matter what I do, my chef is in trouble. So I think we play him mid floor, and we just focus on trying to pick off the scary enemies before they walk up on us. As you exhibit A. Oh, I can just do this actually. Right, with Total Recall I get to play. I almost missed that. I almost didn't even realize that. But it is good. And with the Consume cards adding echoes, we get to have a lot of echoes for him too. Huh. So he'll clear backline for us, right? He just clears backline for free. And so I can just focus on reaping down heavies and, more importantly, reaping down Fel. I think I Soul Siphon the top floor. It's gonna cost me 2 energy next turn, but having this floor full on echoes seems worth to me. And I'll do this. This turn is fine. Yeah, just punch right through. Although it's gonna be damaged no matter what. Oh, I took Permafrost on a card when I have Frenzied Swarm holdover as a game plan. I don't recommend that. I need survivability on the chef now. That's supposed to come in the form of it's supposed to be in the form of the shelters, but I'm not playing around shelter as well as I should. I'm not like I didn't buff up shelter enough, basically. Oh, you gotta go mid floor at least once for me, right? Can heal. It's only 5 health though. I'm gonna send this enemy. Should grab the infusion on the floor though. Probably down here for Glug. I mean, I'm well in here. I may as well take this. I just like it seems so bad. Like this run seems so bad to me. Doesn't it seem so bad? And yet I think we're gonna crush. Like we're gonna kill Fel close to outside of Relentless sort of strength. Because of Reap, but we're just gonna fall apart. Enemies should be walking by me, but they're just... it's crazy because it feels so bad. My man is always so close to death, and yet... we're gonna just, like, absolutely own here. Right? It's not even a question, we're just gonna crush. Should do it like this. Look at all those crystals, right? It's crazy. And with the floor full on top, I really like the Soul Echoes actually, because being able to just have this floor full, and then they just die for free, the leftovers that make it past die for free up there, seems really good. And Fel's just taking like 200 damage this turn for fun. It's gonna kill you. I don't think she makes it past our Glug slide right here. Oh, she does. Interesting. No, she doesn't. Order, by the way. Yeah, nothing even made it. I do feel like this run can beat the Divinity. There's a few things, we need holdover, but I think we can get there. I don't like any of these. I think it needs draw. The first 3 turns are the most awkward. More draw gives us a higher chance of playing Glug Cider, and if we play him, then we're chilling. But I think I'm taking removals here. I'm keeping Shelter. I'm removing Titan's Gratitude. What am I removing here? Maybe I'm removing Energy Siphon. Maybe I'm removing a Frozen Lance. I'm not sure. I have to keep Shelter, but then again, Shelter's gonna be worthless once I find this holdover onto Frenzied Swarm. The Shelter shouldn't be good anymore. It's like a fallback plan, but I'm not here for fallback plans. This isn't a fallback plan run. This is a hit or die run, I think. Okay, unit shop doesn't matter. I'm removing... I don't think it's Titan's Gratitude. It might be Soul Cripple, honestly. This card's super clunky to play. In practice, 2 energy, apply 14 Reap, and this deck is not very good. I'm gonna toss it. In theory, it was pretty good. In practice, it's less so. Intrinsic. I'm taking both of these then. We're gonna intrinsic Soul Siphon. This guarantees Glug on turn 1, which is really good. And I'll just take an extreme piercing Frozen Lance, I guess. I don't mind paying 1 energy for that. There's our 100. We're at 6. I think that Reap is a really strong mechanic. And this is something that is like, well, yeah, of course it is, but initially I thought it was kind of weak because it doesn't do great into the divinity. Glug Slider takes most of this heat, but the double heavies are a threat. How much of a threat are they? We have Ancient Synergy, which just... We have a lot of piercing that just crunches through. And we have this. I'm okay. I think I'm fine to take it. Ideally, we would play top, or like middle top, I think. Although having that top 4 for the enemies to just wither away is also pretty good. I'm just going to be Ember Drained on this 4 for 2, and I think that that's okay. I think it has to be okay. And then if I shard once more, I'll kill Purifiers. And Purifiers won't go through anymore. Chef plays mid 4, we put the Infuse down here, we just... Oh, I'm a fool, you can't daze this guy. He doesn't die now. Oh, what an idiot. I should only take Ember Drain 1 here. That's really dumb of me. Forgot. They have to attack him, it's not a passive thing, they have to hit him. Okay. It's fine, it's fine. We kill you, we kill them both, so it's no big deal. I shard this guy. I think it's good to just kill one of these. It's not like we're gonna get a better time anyway. I don't think we have a better time to... Like, there's not a... Oh, you live, by the way. Okay. Unlucky. Okay, and now we're fine. Now we are okay. Our spells are actually really good for this combat. Ancient Synergy just kind of crushes. Look at that. They're just dead. And it's probably best to just be Reaping. Dude, this Hell's Banners I don't think has triggered a single time, which is just hilarious. I will do Total Recall here. Refracting Lenses is of course insane. You don't need me to tell you that though. Just want to make sure I get this Purifier killed. There's no reason to play anymore on that guy, so we can just focus down these enemies. Yeah, Total Recall is really offering a lot of echoes, which is offering a lot of wreath damage, which is really good. And Ancient Synergy with Piercing is so good for this fight. Throw an Energy Siphon at this guy even. Just to punch him down quicker. Like, look at how strong it feels to be here. I don't think that there's any question that we defeat Seraph. It really is just a question of can this beat Divinity, and I think the answer is yeah if we get holdover. If we get holdover, I think it's a yeah for sure. Without holdover, it's a little more of a question mark. You do kill my man in 3 hits here. I don't love that. At least 6. His rage goes down. I'm gonna heal the 205. It's fine, I think, either way. It's a little more Reap that way. But the Reap is looking a little grim. Order not great. Wasn't punished though. Is top 4 full? Maybe I'm just gonna die to this enemy actually. That would be odd. I end with Titan's Gratitude and I think it's okay. I play this. Okay, it's tight, but this enemy is tough. Seraph is going to be a little easier than that because he triple hits Glug Slider. Return Soul. I think it's really good. Being able to pull back, although we're going to end up exhausting everything. Maybe that's not good. I think I'm okay with passing. It's like, this isn't a deck where we want to be exhausting all of our cards. We just want to be drawing and playing 7 infused cards a turn, ideally. As close to that as we can get is what we're looking for. And so consuming cards isn't great because we're going to run out. Infused Frenzy Swarm. I will take this because if we can turn this Frenzied Swarm into this Frenzied Swarm, I'm happy. Absolutely. Maybe just having 2 of them is a winning line as well. You have holdover. No. I will put a -1 under the last of the sharded. You gotta show me holdover. It is not doomed. It's not doomed. Okay. Okay, it's not doomed. It's not doomed. It's not doomed. Okay, okay. There's a chance. There's a chance. There's a chance. Okay, I'm feeling a little more hopeful at least. I'm gonna go ahead and roll this. I don't want any of these particularly. Although in case Divinity isn't bad, I'm gonna roll it. Extra health for our champion is good. I'm gonna grab both of these. Just in case our champion has to tank around. Toss the old Frenzy Swarm out. And I will probably send one of the Frozen Lances here. We can get rid of some of them. The maximum number of cards we can draw in a turn is 10, so or 7. So having 10 isn't great. It's not bad, mind you, because we have dead weights that are unavoidable and things like that, but, you know, like Faulty Loader. If you haven't seen Faulty Loader, it's daze 3 to enemy units on the bottom floor of the first wave. Makes your turn 1 a little easier. They're going to be dazed for the entire first round. Or like for the entire first 3 floors, so you get a bit of an easier start. It's not terrible. Anyway. You see here, they're dazed. We got our Frenzied Swarm on point. On deck, even. I think that we're gonna win this by killing Seraph. Yeah. I don't think we win this by going relentless. I think we win this by just killing Seraph, is what I'm saying. I'm gonna play Glug. He's not gonna live for super long. Also, oh my god, we triggered Hell's Banners. But mainly, I want to focus on pinging off those damage shields quickly. And we're gonna hold on to Frenzied Swarm, of course. We want, it's like, it's almost worth considering, and might have been right to not play Glug Cider here, because I just want Seraph channeling mid-floor every possible time I can see him there. I just want him always mid. Just eat one of you. Oh, Frenzied Swarm. Yeah, I think it was wrong to play this guy, actually. And we'll see if this strategy can push enough damage to kill the final boss. Probably toss Total Recall if I could have. I think that I should have gotten rid of Titan's Gratitudes as well, because they're not good for Frenzied Swarm. I will play Total Recall here, though. Not a huge deal. Either way. I just can't play Frenzied Swarm, or Titan's Gratitude, because if I drop Frenzied Swarm, it's awful. Yeah. And I just play as infused cards. I don't even care about the Ancient Synergy damage. I just get Reap stacking. He's doing fine. Does the full channel build work? The just send them build? This is what I envisioned. If we were doing this and also just had the sap totems channeling a bunch of sap, I would say for sure we're winning. But this is not that run. I'm gonna go ahead and stack 2 more sap on the Seraph real quick. Sorry, it's not sap, it's Reap. I might actually take it a little bit from these enemies. A little bit. No, he dies to Reap. That's right, because if you stack 160 Reap onto these guys, they are just gonna die over the next 2 turns. That's the whole point of setting up mid-floor, of course. You just stack up so much Reap, they pass away. They wither and die. It really, like, it looks... I love the way it feels. To just have them walk up and then just pass away. I don't know, something about it really strikes me. I like it. I'm gonna try and just pump a little Seraph damage here, perhaps. Although that's cocky, and I shouldn't do that. We are going to win if I just play it slower here like this. There's no reason. I mean, I should have played Ancient Synergy on him, I guess. But we're just gonna pump Seraph now in these last 2 rounds. He's a 48 damage man. Seraph the Temperin is anyway. But I just play it like this because these enemies don't go up. Seraph dies on this floor. Guaranteed. 100%, no doubt in my mind. And there we go. Does this beat Divinity? I'm gonna give you a solid maybe. It's a bit of draw order, but I think that this has the potential to beat Divinity here. 1620, like we're applying a lot of Reap. Even though Divinity is gonna clear it, we're applying enough Reap that I think we might make it. I'm giving you a very, very tentative maybe here. We'll see how it looks. Give me that banger. Oh yeah. So I think I like putting Glug side or mid floor because Divinity multi-strikes him. It's a little extra damage. Not a ton, but it's a bit. I think it's right. Although... I wonder if I need the extra time for the Reaping to pay off. Maybe I'd play bottom floor even. I wonder if I just play bottom floor with Spine Chef. I think so, because I have the Frenzied Swarm. It's not a question mark. He'll survive. I think that with this draw we are set really pretty to win here. Play Glug here just to get a little extra damage into the boss. It's a question of does this Reap apply enough to kill him now? That's the real question mark. Or is he gonna die? Because if we go to Relentless, he's gonna kill us for sure. Not a question. So we pump the boss as much as we can with Reap. I think it'll kill him. I think it should be paced well enough. I guess we'll see. If there's anything alive once I've played all of these, we can just... Petrified Skull. I think I should. I think it's right to just get it gone. Get another Reap in there. Let's go ahead and Total Recall, get it gone. Losing 0-cost cards is a little bad, I think, but I'm not certain. I mean, shit, we're doing 1100. Yeah, we're killing him. It's not a question anymore. That was 1100 damage that turn. I guess I see why he purges debuffs after that turn. Holy moly. Is this character really, like, is he really so busted? Is it really, truly that strong? It is, like, with the +1, sure. But is it really that crazy? I think it is just that crazy. I think this is actually nuts. Like, I think this might be out of control. I'm not certain yet. We might still lose because that turn was one where we got to play a bunch of extra cards, but a turn like this, you know? It's like... Can it be? Why does he have multi-strike? Oh, because of the conduit hiding in the shadows there. I don't know if we're on pace. It's a little close. I think that without Total Recall it's a little harder. I needed to clear out some of these Titan's Gratitudes, because I can't take the risk of discarding Frenzied Swarm ever. God, if I had, like, I just have to have one more unit on this run. I think we are actually just a little short. I don't think it is quite that crazy. I think it's crazy, but I don't think it's quite so crazy that we just kill the boss for free with this. It is really close, though. What are you doing up here? I should have put down like 3 more on this guy. I think, as well. I think the passive damage I missed up here is probably incorrect to have missed as well. But let's see. I want this floor to be full up because of the Relentless turn, I think. Which we're about to face. I think we're just shy of killing him, though. Let's see. This is not the end. 384, 225. He has Spell Weakness, Ancient Synergy on him. Oh, it's really close. I think we have it. I think if I play this, he dies. Right, because it's going to be on each floor. I don't know if it calculates the floors separately or together. I think it calculates them separately, though. And I think we're just barely going to get him. I think, yeah, for sure. Holy shit. Wow. That's crazy to me. Like, that's actually so crazy. That run was my champion, 10 starter cards, and a few cards to keep my, like, one card to keep my champion alive. I think that the Reef champion is actually insane after that run. Like, I think he's out of control. Gug Cider, he did a great job as well. But once you get to the part where you get to shape your deck with that champion, you can just make double draw all of your starter cards plus one survivability card work, it feels like to me. Because, and I got lucky. I got very lucky to draw my starter cards like that, I will say. I got very lucky to turn one draw into Frenzied Swarm, but it doesn't have to be luck because of Intrinsic. You could just pay one energy for it instead and Intrinsic it, or something like that, right? I think there's a lot of ways to make that survivability play work, and then you just play like 5 infused cards a turn, and you kill everything. That's so nuts. And I know it's the we got the +1 to Reap as well, I know, but I think that it's still winning even without it. Although it was pretty tight. So we probably weren't winning on the damage front because of the without +1 to Reap, but you can probably replay that run with one more unit, even that guy that I threw away. But you put like one unit that does a reasonable amount of damage and can stand alone on the top floor. Like a large stone multi-strike unit standing on top floor just pushes out enough damage to push you over the edge as well, I think. Wow. What a good run. Like, what a... I'm really glad that I finally got that Reap run in. I've been wanting to play a run entirely based around Reap. Unfortunately, tossed the first run away. But, you know, fun nonetheless. Fun. Wonder if anyone has fully cleared the logbook yet. That would be crazy if someone full cleared the logbook of Divine Victories in the early access, or in the beta rather. But yeah, thanks for watching. I think I'll probably do, because this is Wednesday, I think I'll probably do one more, because it's getting to be a little late. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably just going to cancel my stream so that I can record another 1 or 2 of these before the beta closes and not feel like I'm going to be crushed under the weight of all of this like recording and streaming that I'd be doing in one day. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'll probably get you 2 more videos out of this stuff. And then, yeah, that'll be the beta. The DLC is looking really good. I'm excited to see this hit live. Also, haven't won a single run with Umbra melting. Hilarious. Thanks for watching, though. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.